Allow me to emphasize that your participation in today's debate is not necessarily competitive, but is a sign of your commitment to sharing and testing your common goals for community development.
Now what common goals? Huh? Most of these people don't even have goals of their own, and they expect us to share common goals.
Shut up.
Mr. Matata, you have something to say?
No, I was just inquiring from my colleague whether you were just telling a joke.
Joseph, can we please take this seriously?
All candidates will sit on the podium from the beginning to the end of the debate.
And what about toilet breaks?
Each candidate will have 5 minutes to express their views, and then each one will be asked 3 questions from the audience and 1 each from the other candidates. Our audience will include the local population and hopefully the press.
Woo! I'm going to be famous.
It's about trying to engage the public.
And to show some candidates how to discuss well-thought-out policies.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we please save the debate for later?
Any questions?
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Moderator, for this opportunity. And, Madame Pendo, this is my question for you. Is it morally acceptable for an aspiring politician like you to live in sin with Dr. Charles? Are you setting a good example?
Mr. Matata, we do not accept your question. All your questions are supposed to be zeroed on what I've presented.
Oh, sorry, I hadn't understood.
Ladies and gentlemen, my humble request to everyone is that let us stick the debate to politics and policies, not personal issues.
True.
A politician is built by who they are in their personal lives. I don't even see why this public debate is going on if we can't make dodgy characters account for their dodgy private lives.
Look, if you don't believe in what the debate is all about, don't take part.
Oh, then I can always be part of the audience.
I told you guys, you don't need mathematics to construct a plan.
Okay, you made it. But what I was taught, if you're dealing with heights, angles, and width, you must have the proper measuring instruments.
You don't need proper measuring instruments to appreciate God's work with shapes, my brother. That woman is something.
What do you mean?
Let's just say, if that's the shape of angels, I'm so becoming a pastor. Hallelujah.
Amen. Hey, I thought you and Lillian were... Did your date not go well?
Whoa. You and Lillian went on a date. Let's get back to work.
What have they said about me after I walked out?
Nothing.
They're jealous. I can see right through them. And I just don't know why you can't. I mean, this whole debate thing is a waste of time, Nemo.
I think you should take Mabuki's advice. Ignore the debate if you're not comfortable with it.
Are you comfortable? They are using you. You are the incumbent MP. And your participation validates this whole sham thing.
Joseph, I'm targeting the youth voters that people left behind. I'm not leaving the debate, okay?
Don't support their strategy. Pull out and join me. We are family. And blood is thicker than water.
Listen, Joseph, there's no blood between me and you.
But there could be. Join me, Nema. Join me, Nema.
So what? I'm breaking the silence, Frankie. So? Listen, Shani, real man don't kiss and tell. You kissed her. Do I look like a fool? How do you expect me to go on a date with a super hot chick like that and expect me not to kiss her? Of course I did. It happened near her place. You know, she was like, Frankie... Okay, we've heard enough.
You kissed her.
People here are farmers, and they'll be asking you about developing agriculture. Why is it that when somebody joins the government, they tend to, you know, claim that agriculture is the future, yet we're still poor? That is easy.
The unpredictable climatic conditions in Kenya, such as recurring drought and unpredictable flooding during the rainy season, sometimes put many rural families in nothing but absolute poverty. What I intend to do is to create a program that encourages farmers to prepare and save for hard times.
Wait, that's good enough. That's good enough. Florence, what do you have on decentralization?
On what?
Was I working on decentralization? You asked for it.
I don't think so.
You did just a few minutes ago. Anyway, don't worry. I have a brief. Power is delegated from a central authority to regional and local authorities.
Do you have any free computers?
Yeah, you can have that one.
Well, don't worry about us, gentlemen. You can continue with your practice. We'll pretend we can't hear.
Actually, we're done.
Are we?
Oh, when are you boys ever at your barber shop? Come, I have good business for you. Come on, come.
Let's go.
What if the other candidates have the same feeling as Joseph, but are just shy to speak out?
Then their shyness is serving them very well. Otherwise, they'd be in a lot of trouble. We're not going to allow such acts of sabotage as displayed by Joseph here. The people have every right to hold their leaders to account as they will through this debate. I don't see anything there to be uncomfortable with.
Remind me again why I agreed to moderate this event.
Because this debate has to be fair and objective. And what better person to deliver that than the school teacher? If our politicians have decided to behave like school children, no problem. You are used to putting school children in line.
Thanks for the assurance, Chief.
Yes.
I just don't want to be victimized for headlining this event by supporters of politicians who feel that their candidates performed poorly in the event.
No. It's up to each individual politician to take full responsibility for their inadequacies at debate. Whether they perform poorly or spectacularly well, the people are entitled to high-quality democratic practice. The politicians now have no choice but to discuss policies and real issues.
All successful politicians dye their heads. Huh? In fact, it has to look like there's hair coming out. Okay? Even if you become 90 years old, all politicians look young.
But you said you're going to make it look like small black hair growing, but I'm seeing the head is still shining.
A temporary shine. It will come out.
But
What?
are you happy to see your fellow young man?
Maybe you should also think about exploring issues to do with culture. You know, Kenyan culture. Not just for tourism, but also for patriotism. We've only sat for 10 minutes.
That will be 20 shillings. And thank you for spending time with us. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you. You, what was that all about?
What?
Are you okay, Florence?
Yes, why do you keep asking me that?
Tell him,
Yo,
tell them,
it's a
Frankie.
fact. By the time you approach a girl, she already knows what you want. But she doesn't know what she wants, so it's upon you to make her realize that what she wants is you. Just like these campaigns, man. All they want is money and power. So we have to convince them.
Convince them like you convinced Lillian.
Without asking me.
Hey, papi. No cool, man, no cool. I thought you and Lillian were history.
And just like the debate, we want lovers here, not haters.
And I didn't even kiss her.
Shani, wait. That was extreme, yeah? She teach me that right hook sometime.
You know, only when you lose someone do you realize how much they mean to you.
I know.
Really? What do you know about losing anyone?
You don't think that I miss my sister? That things would be different if she was still around?
Sorry. No, I'm such a fool. No wonder Lillian doesn't even want to be with me anymore.
Come on, man. You're a good guy.
You think?
Yeah. Besides, you should give it another chance with Lillian.
I don't know. Feels like she's moved on, like she's met another guy.
Really? I mean, obviously not Frankie. Hey, watch the face. Watch the face.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go and apologize. Thanks, man. I'm sorry, guys. I was a bit out of order.
So that means I can make my move, right? Shani, you sent me to the wrong people. See what they've done. I want your help now.
I told you I'm not interested in politics.
All I need is for you to get me a few youths who will act as my supporters during the debate. You know, it's important that people feel the volume of support when a Matata is speaking. Your father said this legacy and we shouldn't let him down. So get me a few boys to be busy with me for the rest of the day. And I'm paying well.
And all this stuff is legal?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think I know a few guys that can do with some easy money.
Good.
Leave it to me.
Oh, that's good. That's the Matata spirit.
Hey, Florence, are you coming for the debate?
What's with the debate?
Candidates?
I know what candidates do. I'll come if I'm interested.
You shouldn't even miss it for a second. I mean, political debates are so exciting and challenging for the candidates. It's like they turn the tide of campaigning. It's like watching history unfold. You should not miss it for a minute. Florence?
No problem.
This is politics, man. Everything's got to look perfect, like it's coming off the tips of your fingers. You know, being comfortable with all these materials is the way to winning people's trust.
Hey, what's up, bro? Want to make some extra cash?
When? Because I'm planning to attend the debate.
The debate? Perfect. That's exactly where the event is. Make some extra cash, kill two birds with one stone. Frankie's in.
Yo, it's easy, dude. All you have to do is appear as if you support Joseph. Then he'll pay us. Check the cash, bruh. I'm sure your parents will be happy if you deliver it.
And it's all above board.
Yeah, everyone is doing it. Plus, I wanted to thank you for today.
I mean,
nice.
So, now your mission, now that you have chosen to accept it, is to give me as much support as you have in you as I make my speech.
Yeah! Come on, we are the best professional supporters you can ever come across.
Every point I make, give it volume.
Yeah! You can count on us, Pop. Yep.
Yes, and in the meantime, there is something small here for you to sip on to keep the vocal cords clear. Huh? We either win
or they lose. We either win or they lose. I said we either win.
Let's go.
Or they lose. We either win or they lose. I said we either win or they lose. We either win or they lose.
Now that our last candidate has arrived...
Greetings to all of you! Greetings! Yeah! I am Joseph the Man! Joseph! Thank you, my people, thank you.
Joseph, I would like you to know that you are not any more special than the rest of the candidates here. So you take your seat and await your turn or leave.
Remember, this is not a competition. All candidates and their supporters here are winners by virtue of letting democracy prevail and as well letting this debate run peacefully. So I will now call our first speaker, Mr. Joseph Matata.
Joseph! 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 Joseph!
Florence! 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 Florence, are you...
Why our Kenya is still at a different level. Corruption has gotten so worse to the point where people consider corruption as a normal part of their day-to-day life.
Yes.
Incompetent leadership and poor governance continue to tear Kenya into pieces.
Excuse me, sir. Your time is up.
I've just started talking. You sit down and I talk to my people.
You've exhausted your time.
Oh, so you people want to bring me down? Huh? How can I make only one incomplete point and you tell me that my time is up? Is that democracy?
Is it democracy, Mr. Matata, for you to want to be favored?
Maybe if your people hadn't been quite so vocal, you'd have had time to make your point.
Oh, so you want to suppress free speech? Huh? I can't control the actions of my supporters.
Yes. Are we going to have a problem here?
Now, Mr. Matata is ready to entertain 3 questions from the public.
Yo, hold up. No questions for a hero right there, man. That's our main man. Long live Joseph. Long live Joseph. Long live Joseph. Long live Joseph. Say what? Long live Joseph. I can't hear you. Long live Joseph. Long live Joseph. Say what? Long live Joseph. Long live Joseph. I can't hear you. Long live Joseph. Long live Joseph. Long live Joseph.
Florence! Don't move her. Have you given her any first aid?
No, I panicked.
When you encounter victims of such seizures, it's important to stay calm. Move her to the side like this. This is to make sure that her airwaves stay open. Okay. And because she has a risk of post-seizure vomiting, this will make sure that whenever she vomits, the vomit flows out without blocking her airwaves and choking her.
Okay, Dr. Charles had explained to me this before, but she hasn't gotten a seizure in such a long time. I don't know what to do.
She's hurt. The other thing you should have done is to make sure that nothing in the vicinity could hurt her in case she struck it.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, it's not your fault. You didn't know what to do.
Are we going to give her any medication?
No, nothing. No food, no drinks, no pills. Not until she's fully alert. For now, we just sit here and wait.
You are the youth.
Yes.
You have to take charge of your destiny.
Yes.
Don't leave your future in the hands of those selfish old geezers and moralist people.
Yes.
Kenya is crippled with so many problems brought about by such people, with know-it-all attitude and zero delivery. You go back there and show them that you're watching them.
Yes.
And that you know exactly who they are behind those smart dresses and suits.
Yes.
All of you are ready with the questions we are going to ask?
Yes, we are. Yeah, I'm ready with mine.
They have cheated us with the time. But we are going to show them that this is our country.
Yes. We are ready.
Yeah, let's go. We either win
or they lose.
Although literacy rate in Kenya is far much better than in most African countries, quality education is something hard to come by. At the end of the day, most students graduate with degrees upon degrees, but are unable to apply what they've learned in school to better the quality of their lives.
Yo, if you care so much about the youth, why don't you do something about your morals so that we, the youth, can emulate from your behavior?
Be quiet.
Hey, it's not yet time for questions. And we do not have room for such personal issues.
But it is true. She is moralless. Why is she living in sin with Dr. Charles?
What are you two jokers asking? The moderator has just warned us not to entertain such personal questions, and you go ahead to ask that. Well, get me these two. Get them.
It's about time.
Right. You are arresting me for nothing.
We shall die for democracy if it means die.
You are a threat to democracy, and you don't even know it. Probably a night in the cell will help you realize why peaceful and orderly debate is very important.
Huh?
Get them.
Yo, Mr. Joseph, man, Mr. Joseph, they're taking us, man. I was just joking. Yo, get your brother joke, yo.
Are you sure you don't have any other medical conditions that could be causing these seizures? Well, considering that you've been well for a long period of time, the sudden return of these seizures could be an indicator of a much bigger problem that has to be treated before the situation is controlled.
None. Well, have you been taking alcohol? You know, Dr. Charles says that it increases seizure in some patients. And you look like you've been on an endless hangover.
No. Then what is it? Have you been taking a medication as prescribed?
You haven't been taking medication? Are you serious?
Tony, it's easier for you to judge because you don't have the condition. I just didn't want people around me to know what I'm going through because people just talk behind your back. And I don't want them to feel sorry for me. I can handle it.
When was the last time you took this medication?
After Dr. Charles left. Look, I just didn't want to have to explain my condition all over again.
Well, I would have found out anyway through your files. Look, having epilepsy is nothing to be embarrassed about. Do you know why people treat you differently?
No.
Because they're scared. But if you show them that you have nothing to be embarrassed about, they get used to it and realize that it's just a medical condition like any other, one that can be controlled through medication. Look, I suggest you take the time off from work and rest. Sleep deprivation and stress can cause these seizures. You need to go back to your medication. After all, it's not expensive, and it's an easy way of managing your condition.
Thanks, Dr. Hannah.
It's a terrible day in the history of democratic practice in our country. Even though their behavior here today is despicable, we can never ignore the fact that they are tired. The youth are tired.
Joseph, I have every reason to have you put in as well if you don't stop inciting the public.
But Chief, I'm on your side.
I don't need your support. I know very well what you've been trying to do the whole of today.
Not control my supporters.
Joseph, you're bringing shame to the Matata name.
Why is it that Thomas and Frankie have been locked up and you are still free?
I tried to warn you that this debate would be a disaster.
We will not let you ruin this debate.
Mr. Matata, you will not interfere with democracy. It's more powerful than you and your likes will ever be. We Kenyans are tired of endless cycles of violence, of leaders exploiting the youth for their own selfish ends, thinking they can act with impunity. Enough is enough. Let us concentrate on the issues. Let us focus on issues that are important, issues that impact on our lives.
I believe we have a debate to finish, so shall we carry on?
Yes, of course. Why not? So no more interruptions and no more attempts to hijack the process of democracy. Joseph, do you have anything more to add to this debate?
Well, in that case, I would like to invite Ms. Pendo back to the floor. I believe she was speaking on the importance of quality education. Perhaps she will be kind enough to explain the principles of democracy to Mr. Matata.
Joseph, you know what all the drama is about?
Politics.
Politics? You asked me to get these two young men to help you out. And now they're gonna destroy their lives because of politics.
I didn't invent politics. I'm only oiling the wheel. And when the wheel of politics rolls down or up the hill, there must always be people who keep it running and those who get rolled over on the ground as they give it grip to keep it moving. Your friends are those political sacrifices.
We all want these elections to be peaceful and fair. However, some people might try to cause trouble and encourage violence. These people might try to use young people to spread their negativity. We shouldn't let this happen. Don't join in with negative behavior. For a free information leaflet, text the word peace to 5606 together with your name and address. Tukutane, Makutano.